So in this video, I'm just going to talk to you about why I decided to get the GoPro 11 as my first GoPro ever. I've never had a GoPro before. Primarily just use my iPhone for anything that I would use a GoPro for. And so I finally decided to get this one, mainly because I just wanted to have some like better audio options when I attach my Rode Wireless Go. But there are some other factors at play. I think that the Hero 11 is just a really small camera, and like if I use a selfie stick or anything, or hold my phone up here, like everyone knows I'm recording. With the GoPro, you can just hold it in your hand and people don't really notice that much. I think it's just more minimal. It's easier to kind of disguise it as a camera. You can clip it on you and no one really knows that you have a GoPro, especially if you're wearing something black. So that's the main reason I got it. I'm still a little skeptical. I'm still kind of on the fence, like, is it that much better than my phone? Because my phone, I can just take a video, upload it to YouTube, like it's so much quicker. And I have like tried some of the features of the GoPro, like I have their subscription, and I've done like the auto syncing and stuff, and I've had a lot of issues with it already. I'm not crazy about the auto sync because it doesn't really sync up like you would think it should. So there definitely are some issues with it, but for the most part so far, like it's a really good, stable camera, and that's another reason why I got the GoPro. I just wanted a camera that was super stable, more stable than my phone. I have the iPhone 13. I know the iPhone 14 is more stable. I like that the GoPro has like a wider field of view using the GoPro, and it's just like super easy to use. So why did I get the GoPro 11 versus the 9 or 10 or 8? I mainly just got a really good deal on it compared to the 10, and I just decided that it was probably better it would have better resale value if I ended up selling it in a year, or whatever I end up doing with it. Now, the reason I've never had a GoPro before is, first of all, they're just really, I mean, they're kind of expensive at about $500. They are cheaper than an iPhone, but they don't have the features of an iPhone. And I've always just thought that an iPhone is enough, that you don't really need a GoPro because of everything you can do with an iPhone, which totally is true, but I just like the smaller form factor, and that's the main reason why I got a GoPro, because it's a little bit easier to kind of hide, and I like all the different mounting options that you have, whereas with an iPhone, I feel like you don't really have a lot of good mounting options when it comes to like tripods or gimbals, or like underwater housings and different things like that. I mean, the iPhone is waterproof. You can't just take it anywhere like you can use with the GoPro. And the main reason why I got the GoPro 11 is it has better stability, it has better battery. And then also with the Hero 11, the reason I got it is just I had a ton of discounts with it. So around Christmas time, there was like a discount going, and then I saw that you can also get a discount if you're like a hospital worker. So I'm like I work in a hospital, and I also had like a Rakuten discount. I think there was like an additional 5% off, which I thought was pretty good. And then because I had the subscriber discounts, like if I bought one GoPro, actually I bought 2 GoPros, bought those, got them shipped to me, and then the next day I ordered like all the accessories, so I got like a subscription discount. So it was just way cheaper than if I was to buy any of these items elsewhere. Okay, first impressions with the Hero 11. Auto upload, I haven't figured it out. Maybe there's a better way. It will automatically upload for me sometimes, but the problem is once it's on the cloud, you still have to download it from the cloud, and it takes forever to upload it to the cloud. And it's like, why don't you just take the memory card out, put it in your computer. From that point on, it's the same as if you uploaded it to a cloud, because you can just, click on the file and put it on your computer wherever you like, whatever destination you want. Now I know that with the auto upload, it will upload to like your cloud on your phone and your iPad and whatever else device you have, but I only edit images on my computer anyways. So for me, I just don't think this is like a great feature, and the problem is that it works like half the time anyway. So I'm not a huge fan of the auto upload. I think it could be a great tool if it was used correctly, but right now I just don't believe in it. All right, one cool feature about the GoPro is the talk feature. I bet you can do this on the iPhone, I'm sure you can, but to be able to just tell the GoPro to turn on or to turn off. So sometimes I would be in the car and I would just tell the GoPro to start recording or to turn off. GoPro, stop recording. And that was like a super convenient feature because like if I'm driving and I'm on the wheel, like I don't want to have to push the record button. So it was really nice to just be able to say start recording. Now the menus are super simple. It's really easy to kind of navigate everything. There is a bit of a learning curve starting out, but there's a ton of videos and a lot of online help that can kind of make it easier. Another cool thing about the Hero 11 is the horizon lock, and I definitely thought this was pretty cool when I'm like, if I'm driving a car, or I had like one of my GoPro sticks, I just kind of held it out the window to kind of record as I was driving. And that was super cool to have, to kind of like do that horizon lock and stabilize everything. And I think it's gonna be really helpful when I start doing more underwater photography, because with underwater photography, you know how important it is to have that horizon lock because you're looking at the ocean all the time. So I think that's just gonna be another really cool feature to use. And another really cool thing about GoPro is like if you're driving and you want a good mount, like you don't wanna put your phone on it. So it's nice to have like a quick, easy mount or solution to put your GoPro on so you can, you know, pretty much mount it anywhere in your car as you're driving. And I looked at different mounts. I was trying to figure out like what kind of mount I wanted. Like I figured out that you can just use like one of those sticks, put the GoPro on it, you can throw it out the window, you can throw it up the sunroof, you can record it in front of the windshield to kind of get an idea of like driving on the road. There's so many things you can do just with the stick that you don't really need a mount. And when I'm recording video, I'm not recording like 30 minutes of driving. It's usually just like a few seconds anyway. Sometimes we may think that we need like all these different mounts, but really like if you're just doing a few seconds of B-roll, you can just, you know, throw your GoPro, like hold it out the window or hold it in a different place and capture a few seconds, and you don't need like another mount, especially if you have like really rock solid stabilization that's offered in this new GoPro. Now the last thing is low light. Low light performance, I did compare the GoPro with my phone. I felt like my iPhone 13 was actually quite a bit better than the GoPro, which wasn't really surprising to me. The iPhone just has really good low light performance, and it's mainly because of the software features. And I think GoPro is probably gonna get there, but to me, it's not like a huge deal. If I am in a low light situation, I can just pull out my phone and start recording. So some of the accessories I got I don't know what they're called. I got the one that goes in your mouth so you can hold the GoPro in your mouth. I found this really useful if you're driving and you want to see your hands in the shot. You can use that for surfing. You can use it for, you know, swimming. You can use it. You can pretty much use it anywhere. If you're doing like a product review and you want your hands in it, or if you want to like unbox something, I think the teeth mount is pretty cool to have. So that's something that I definitely think is useful. And then I also got like the floating handle, which you can pretty much use it as a selfie stick. You can hang it out the window. You can put it wherever you want. And then it floats in water, so you can take it in the water, which is really nice. And I also got the little floaty, the orange floaty that kind of houses the GoPro. And the cool thing about this is I can just put it in there. I can give it to my son. He can play with it because he's not gonna destroy it if it's in that little encase foam. And it's gonna be super nice, like taking it to the ocean. If I drop it in the water, I don't have to worry about it. So I definitely, I think that's a must buy if you get a GoPro, and they're pretty cheap anyway. Last thing I got with the GoPro is the clip, so I can easily just kind of clip it on me. And this is really good if you want to, you know, show first-person view. You want to show like you're driving or, you know, unboxing something. You can just clip it on you. You can use this like if you're hiking. Just a super easy mount to use, and you can use that interchangeably with the teeth mount. But the teeth mount is probably gonna be better if you're like doing surfing or something in the water. All right, so that is my review of the GoPro and why I bought it and why it's the first GoPro ever. I'll probably have to do a video down the road, long-term review, to kind of see like if it's really worth it. So stay tuned for that one, and like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.